Hey, what's up? It's Alex. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. What's up, gamers? It's your boy, Mr. Might Actually Have Coronavirus. No, it's not funny. It's not funny. I woke up this morning and I have a little bit of a sore throat. I'm a little congested. It could be a cold. I don't know. I'm actually very concerned. Anyways, welcome to the short news. I'm Alex Mador at MalexAdor on Twitter. You can keep up with this show if I survive on Short News Pod on Instagram or Walkin' Flugel on TikTok. Yes, the short news is actually going to be following a new format now. So most of our news is going to be on TikTok and Byte under the username Walkin' Flugel. Walkin' spelled like Christopher Walken, Flugel spelled Floogle. So go ahead, and it makes more sense. The short news makes more sense in a 6-second format. It's the short news, right? So we're trying that out. I hope it works. Damn, can I go back to this? My symptoms? Yeah, so it just, it hurts when I swallow. And I was looking it up. Some people experience sore throats as one of the symptoms, and this sucks. So I'm gonna stay inside. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna use the time to quit vaping. Because I can't go to the store now. I don't want to infect people. I don't have a mask yet. I ordered like a Bane-looking mask, like a 3M Bane-looking mask that you can change the cartridges. It's insane, and they only let you buy one per person. So, sorry, Ashley. You're on your own. No, we're sharing it until she gets one. It has to be from her account. She was like, no, I'll just use yours. What if we both need one? Like, this whole situation is getting insane. And the Surgeon General said it's only going to get worse this week. And you guys have seen what's going on in Spain and Italy. How many people died yesterday? Like 600 or something in Italy? Sorry. That's insane. So yeah, I have to clear my throat a lot more now. So people, do as I do. Stay inside. Even if you don't have symptoms. There are a lot of people I see that I'm friends with that are like going to the beach and acting like nothing is going on. Like, guys, get your shit together. One of you motherfuckers gave me this virus. And I am pissed off about it. I just hope it doesn't get worse. Like, I hope these symptoms don't turn into, like, breathing problems. Because that sounds like the scariest thing. Not the scariest thing, but that sounds very scary. But I'll keep you guys updated on that. I'm going to be doing coronavirus updates on Byte and TikTok probably. TikTok is fun, man. I've been shitting on that app for so long, but it's really just what you make it. You can do whatever you want on there. It's like a mix of YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, and Vine, like all in one. And that's like, it's genius. It's really genius. I made the For You page a couple times. I'm really excited about that. A lot of COVID material on there. Anyways, let's see what's going on. Coronavirus live updates. So, like I said, Surgeon General in the US said it's going to get bad. We got to see how the stock markets do today because they're everything's bad. The economy sucks. Businesses are all closed. They need a stimulus package. The Fed says it will buy as much debt as it needs to cushion the blow for businesses. Spain's health workers fall victim to the virus themselves. Yeah, healthcare workers are getting sick. It's really scary. And the Senate Democrats blocked action on a $1 trillion stimulus plan, which bothered me. Because why does this have to be political? People are dying. Idiots. They're all idiots. World leaders warn, keep your distance or there will be consequences. And my city, New York City, is now the epicenter of the US outbreak. We all about to get it. It's just a matter of how bad it's going to hit you. It sucks, man. It really sucks. Oh, here's an update. Here's an interesting update. So, you guys, over the weekend, Trump has been boasting about a drug called chloroquine, if I'm saying that right. It's used to treat the symptoms of malaria. He keeps calling it a very strong drug. Very strong drug. It's gonna be great. I like my drugs. But Nigeria is now reporting that there are 3 cases of people hospitalized for chloroquine poisoning from overdosing on the drug for treatment of coronavirus after hearing Trump talk about that. So CNN, the liberal media, is questioning the effectiveness of that drug on the coronavirus as well as its safety. It'll be interesting to see because the FDA approved chloroquine for use on coronavirus patients. I don't know what's going to happen there. They're supposed to be getting those drugs out to people this week, either today or tomorrow. This is going up today, Monday, the 23rd. But let's see what it says here. Yeah, 3 people hospitalized. Very powerful drug, he called it. His quote, it's shown very encouraging, very, very encouraging early results. Okay, so with the FDA, and that's where the FDA has been so great. Oh, wait. Let me do a fact check really quickly here. So Trump said, this is why you can't listen to him. Trump said that the FDA has approved the drug. But the FDA, after the briefing, issued a statement saying it had not approved the drug for use against COVID-19 and is still studying its effectiveness against the disease. So that was just a flat out lie. What is going on here? What is this world we live in where we just get misinformation? I almost just gave you misinformation passed down from the president. Damn, that's crazy. It's been so weird in New York. I go outside. I shouldn't go outside. I went outside to pick something up. Dispensary delivery. And like the liquor stores were closed. All the businesses were closed. There were barely any cars on the street. Like a few people walking around, but they have those N95 masks on. Which I'm so jealous. That's going to become like a fashion item. They're in such high demand. That's going to become like a status symbol. People are going to be like, oh, is that an authentic N95? Supreme's going to come out with their own. I would get one. I think they're going to become a stylistic thing, like an accessory. Fashion designers are going to get in on that if they haven't already. I'm going to start collecting those too, just so I have them. They're already stylish, right? Like in Asian countries, they became, like, I've seen them here in the city. like really, really stylish masks, face masks. I'm getting on that trend. Let me Google this. I want to see if I can get one with my tax return money. Stylish face mask. Aha. Shit, Vogue mask is still out of stock. The only one I can find are Disney princess face masks. Where do you find one? I'm checking Amazon. You motherfuckers bought all the face masks. Good God. I'm gonna have to use my bandana. I have to buy a balaclava. Jeez, this looks like a Batman suit. Do they have this? You can buy this now? Oh no, people bought that? You crazy, crazy people. Oh my God. Let me look up N95. So if you go on Amazon, you search N95. Oh. It's price gouged beyond belief. And they'll come April 15th at fastest. $69.99 for a 20 pack of N95s. Guys. Oh, you crazies. Okay, they have one that's in stock that doesn't come until May. You know, my dad is really lucky. He was like, oh yeah, I can get some. I'm like, dude, hook it up. Hook it up for the boy, bruv. Okay, a 10 pack of N95s, $13.96. That's not price gouged. That's good, I think. No, that's still. They should be like 5 cents per, right? I heard they started out at 5 cents per mask, and now they're worth like $2 per. That's what, 40 times the amount? They went up 40 times what they were. Supply and demand. This is crazy. Okay, I found one that's in stock and usually ships within 2 to 3 days. Sorry for doing this on cast. Yeah, see, I'm getting sick. You know it's legit when it says, now USA in stock. Yes, that's English. That English is English that is. Holy moly. So the ones with like the cool flow vowels, those are clutch. Those are the ones you want. Alright, so let's move on. Before I really get sucked into this, I want to talk about, we're not going to do a story in stupidity because I have to revisit some memories in my life, meditate on them, and remember them. Because I know there's more. I've done a lot of stupid things, and I've got feedback that these are fun to listen to, and that it's cool to see how I've learned from my mistakes. So, okay, what we're going to do now, instead of that, is talk about music for the pandemic. Pandemic music, soundtrack for this crisis. A lot of people, meaning nobody, no people. What? Sorry, that was Spotify. Nobody, but now you're gonna know. I was gonna say nobody wants to know what I'm listening to, but here we go. So, music for the pandemic. Return of the Mac by Mark Morrison. That's a good one. Ice Ice Baby, Vanilla Ice, Under Pressure, Queen, Rockin' Me, Steve Miller Band, On Our Own by Bobby Brown, I-69, Roman Gianarthur, Turning Japanese, The Vapors. I'm going to talk about that one for a second. Now, Turning Japanese is a song that I learned about from a tutor of mine in high school. It's a very interesting song. It's a little bit culturally appropriating in the main riff. I'm just gonna play a quick segment of it for you. Yeah, so is it racist? I mean, I don't know. As an Asian person, as a 48% Korean, 2% Japanese person, I can I can see where I like, yeah, I can, it's offensive, but I still like the song. It's about masturbation, I think. Like he's talking about this, having this girl's picture and wishing that a doctor could take a picture so he could look at her from inside as well. Those are the lyrics. I'm not making this up, but it's a really, really catchy song, and it's a classic, underrated classic. The Vapors, they have some, they have some hits. Spring Collection is another good one. I'm gonna add that right now. So Spring Collection by the Vapors, add that to your playlists. Where were we? I have two versions of Turning Japanese. Wow. Billionaire by Travie McCoy. Dr. Feelgood by Travie McCoy. Both decent songs. Better than decent. Okay, now this is one people are gonna like. Ocean Man by Ween from the SpongeBob movie. Nothing on You. And Airplanes, both by B.O.B. Why Do You Only Call Me When You're High? Arctic Monkeys. Now, these three by Childish Gambino are just, these are hits. Sweatpants, The Worst Guys, Shadows. And then after that, for some reason, I have Escape, the Pina Colada song by Rupert Holmes. Because, like, I like to listen to Paradise songs in a time of trouble because it's very ironic, and I'm a big fan of irony. Stolen Dance by Milky Chance, that's a good one. Now I got two songs here by Steve Earle, Feel Alright and Hardcore Troubadour. And then this one makes sense for the pandemic. Disturbed's Down with the Sickness. That's a good one. That's a classic. Then I've got two Eminem songs, Till I Collapse and Won't Back Down. Then I got Rolling Stone, Sympathy for the Devil. Then I just went down like a rock and roll binge a little bit. We Will Rock You by Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting by Elton John. We go back to B.O.B., So Good, Magic, and Ghost in the Machine. I've got Come On, Get Happy by the Partridge Family. Or David Cassidy, whatever. I don't know. Kung Fu Fighting, Carl Douglas. The reason I have that, the reason I have Kung Fu Fighting on my phone right now on my Spotify is because I got into a big argument on Twitter with a bunch of Republicans, and they were saying like, "Oh, it's the Wuhan virus. It's fine to call it the Chinese virus. Asians shouldn't be losing an hour of sleep over that." And it was this big thing, and somebody was like, "No, it's called the Kung Flu," and I was like, "I'm gonna kill you." And then somebody else was like, "Everybody was Kung Flu fighting," and I'm like, "You guys suck. You guys really suck." So then I had that song in my head, and I was like, "Whatever, I'm gonna listen to it." Then I've got DANCE by Justice, Boom by POD, Click Click Boom by Saliva, Godzilla by Eminem, I like that one. Fly by Sugar Ray. Mango Pods and White Claw by Alex Mador. Wow. Stacy's Mom, Fountains of Wayne. Alright, we got a few more. Lights Down, John Newman. Words to Me, Sugar Ray. Someday, The Strokes. City of Stars, Logic. Rise Above, One. Reeve Carney. It's Only Wednesday by Crash Kings, and Postcards from Italy by Beirut. One more, Elephant Gun, also Beirut. Beirut is like really good. They're also underrated. You guys should give them a shot. So that's my playlist right now that I'm working on for the apocalypse. Damn it. There's horns outside. I hope it's enough to get me through my symptoms. But I don't, like, it's making me panic a little bit. How long is this gonna go on for? They're saying it could go up to 18 months. That's over a year. It's like, what, a year and a half? Oh my god. I have to finish college. I keep getting, like, interrupted. My college career keeps getting stopped. It's like I'm not supposed to finish. But then what am I gonna do? Of course, like, I can't get a job because the job market is tanking. As we speak, it's getting worse and worse. I can think of like 3 people off the top of my head I know that just became unemployed in the last week. It's insane. What are we gonna do? I, like, I'm at a loss here. I can see my cat trying to open the door. On the other side, I have it shut so that I don't bother everybody out there. But, like, oh my god, this 18 months, guys. I'm gonna have to up my bandwidth on Buzzsprout because we're gonna have to make more podcasts. I'm gonna have to find a way to make this show more fun, with more segments. I've just been so all over the place lately. Usually I have everything more organized, but this time I really don't, and I'm sorry. I'm sick. I'm stressed. We've been, like, trying to stock up on essentials, like non-perishables. We only have a little bit of toilet paper. We found like 1 pack of 6. But that's probably more than a lot of other people have. I took a poll on TikTok, and like 27% of people said they don't have enough toilet paper. That's scary. What are you gonna wipe with? I think like every person who ever TP'd somebody's house probably regrets it so much right now. Wishes they had those couple of rolls that they wasted ruining somebody's property. I know people that used to do shit like that. Those were weird times. People used to go around with a baseball bat and just nail people's mailboxes, like just try to slug them. We'd come outside and there's just a huge ass dent in the mailbox. It's like, why? Why? If you're gonna take it, take it. Like, why didn't you hit it? I mean, like, I'm almost like more worried about the person that did that. Like what are they going through? You know, like it's crazy. But of course, I'm just going on and on about stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna take a quick break because I need to find some things on Reddit that we can go over. We're gonna do a quick run a quick ad, but we will be right back after a quick message from our, can't say sponsor, from our partner. Alright, see you guys in a sec. It's not about finding your way through. It's not about wearing a mask or gloves or protecting yourself from a common enemy. It's not about washing your hands or any of that at all. You still gotta drive around and explore. Fuck the people that are telling you to stay inside and telling you not to explore. There's only one way to find your way. And so what if you catch a little cold, some sniffles? It's no big deal. What are you, little bitch? Go get in your Lincoln. Go buy a Lincoln. Drive that shit. Give me money. I'm Matthew McConaughey and give me money. I'm not sick. I don't know what's going on. Welcome back to the show. We are now on the Reddit segment of today's episode. Let me log into my Reddit account here and go to the relationship advice. Okay, someone needs help here. This is the top posts from right now. My girlfriend found out I watch porn sometimes. Is that really wrong? My girlfriend once said to me she didn't like the fact that I was watching porn and wanted me to stop, I said I wouldn't watch again, and I did for a long period of time. But then my parents and I moved 140 kilometers away from my old place. Now I sometimes don't see her for 2 or 3 weeks, and I do watch porn sometimes because it's a long time not seeing her and doing the thing, and didn't tell her that I was now watching porn sometimes. She found out and said I was lying, etc. I understand that lying is bad, but I find the fact that people watch porn sometimes or touch themselves pretty normal. Am I wrong? P.S. I don't watch a lot, just sometimes. She doesn't watch porn or masturbate herself. I mean, the only issue here is lack of honesty. But I can understand if you're embarrassed or afraid of what her reaction is, but you gotta be open about that. You can't lie about watching porn. You can watch it. Yeah, it's like that's normal. That's normal. But it's important to have a level of trust, not just a level, many levels of trust with your significant other. Otherwise, what do you have? So don't be sneaking porn, but be like, listen, we don't see each other for 2 or 3 weeks. What do you expect me to do? Just keep it all inside? That's not how it works. And then you can pull out the fact that apparently masturbation is like good for you. Somewhere I heard that, but you can just go with that. Even if it's wrong, just say that. Masturbation is good for you. It's good for your prostate. What is she gonna do? Tell you not to do something that's good for your health? That's just sadistic. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta make your needs noticed, acknowledged. You gotta know you just can't keep those things inside. You're a human being with hormones. Especially because, so you live with your parents, which means you're probably, like 18, 17? You're a kid, right? I'm assuming. So you got, like, hormones. You're, like, sexually deprived. You're gonna lose your mind if you don't take care of that. Again, you gotta do what you gotta do. You just can't lie about what you're doing. That's a short one. Okay. A girl I've been talking to doesn't have enough money for a Switch, like a Nintendo Switch. Context below. Well, I hope context is below. A girl that I've been talking to doesn't have enough money for a Switch. She mentioned wanting the new Animal Crossing game. If I have enough money for both, should I get it for her? Or is that a bad idea? I don't know, dude. That sounds a little bit creepy. You're just talking to her? Like, you're not dating? That's something you do for somebody that you're, like, living with as, like, a birthday present. If you're just trying to get with somebody, you can't buy your way into their vagina. That's not how it works. I'm sorry. This has simp written all over it. This has, no. This has nice guy written all over it. You're one of those r/nice guys who thinks like, oh yeah, if I do all these nice deeds for her, then she'll definitely come home with me. No, dude, that's not how you do it. Should probably be mad creeped if you buy her a Nintendo Switch. That's like, so that plus game, that's like $360. You're gonna drop $360 on a girl you're just talking to? That seems like very manipulative to me and stupid. No, I don't think you should do that. Forget that idea. Take that idea and nix it. It's fine if you're buying that for yourself, not somebody you're just talking to. Jesus. What do people say? Talking to isn't the same as with. But if you want to give her something, go for it. But understand that she may not like you the same way, and she'll have no obligation to give you anything at all in return. You're too nice. You're too nice to this guy. He's a fucking one of those nice guys. Don't do that. That's stupid. I think COVID-19 may have ruined my 19 female relationship with 20 male. I've been going out with this guy for 2 months, and I like him so much, but we had not ever really had the what are we talk. So, the same day that my school decides to force all students to move out for 2 weeks because of the virus, I lost my virginity to him, and he asked me to be his girlfriend. It was a little unfortunate timing, but hey, what can you do? 2 weeks didn't seem like a big deal at all, so we planned on texting to stay in touch, and then things would go normal when we get back to school. Of course, as soon as I got home, things really changed. It became obvious that we were not going back to school for the rest of this semester, and maybe even more. Now when I think about us, it makes me sad because things got so serious so fast, and now we are practically in quarantine. I told him about how I was feeling last night on the phone, and implied that I might want to remove the label from our relationship for the time being, just because the thought of having a new boyfriend during this whole thing is upsetting, even though I still want to talk to him. He seemed to think that this would doom our relationship, and I really understand his perspective as well. I don't really have anyone at home I can confide in. I don't really feel comfortable texting my friends for advice about this kind of thing, and as much as I want to confide in him about how I'm feeling, I don't want to upset him and make him feel like he did anything wrong, especially since sex was involved. We agreed to talk again on the phone on Tuesday. I just do not know what to do to make myself feel better, so I was hoping some kind strangers on relationship advice might be able to help me come up with some ideas, and maybe a plan of what I can say when we talk on the phone again. Thank you. Okay. What can she say, guys? Oh, my cat is here. Susie, what can she say? Just be honest. You can just be like, listen, first things first, if you don't want the label right now, if you don't want to be caught up in a relationship during a international crisis, that's completely fine. You don't want to deal with all that shit right now. It makes sense. It's already stressful enough as it is. The world is in an insane place right now. New relationships are not on the top of people's priority lists right now. Surviving is. So just keep pushing the fact that it's not about him. If you're worried about hurting his feelings and him taking it personally, you have to push the fact that it's because of this virus. Everything is changing. The world is not the way it was a week ago. People are dying. This is serious. Make sure that he understands the gravity of the situation. It's not just about you and him. It's about just getting through this. And you guys can keep talking. You just don't want to put that label on it right now, because that doesn't make sense. Time is standing still right now. All the businesses are closed, schools are closed, everything's canceled. Time is standing still. So how can a relationship progress when nothing else is? A new relationship. You can't go on dates, you can't see each other because of the social distancing and quarantine. How is that going to work? You're not going to school, so you can't see each other there. It makes perfect sense for you not to want to complicate your life even more than it already is due to this crisis. So just say it like that. And if he's being a dick about it or really, really arguing that he wants this relationship, just say well, I don't want that right now, and shouldn't I want it too? And then he can't disagree with that, because it is about both of you. And if you're not comfortable being in a relationship during coronavirus pandemic, that's fine. That's completely okay. Next relationship. Damn, my TikTok is blowing up. Well, not blowing up, but I gotta keep doing this. I gotta keep at it. This is such a fun app, really. If you guys aren't already on TikTok, get on. I know, Chinese company, people are scared, xenophobic fucks. Listen, so what if it's a Chinese business? It's fun to use. BMWs are German cars. You don't see people calling them Nazi mobiles. Chill, guys. Chill. Let's see, do I know anybody on here? Next, relationship. God, every single time I try to record this podcast, it's something. Always gotta be something. I'm back. Okay, what should male 27, what should male 27 for this girl, female 25, I love her so bad, and she ignored me. I think what he's trying to say, what should I do? I like this girl, I love her so bad, and she ignored me. Hello guys, this quarantine period makes me so mad, and the fact is, I love a girl who doesn't feel the same way, or I don't know. To be honest, I don't even know what to do, to say how to act for her. She ignored me since Saturday night, and of course I know she's stalked me every day on Instagram. The struggle is real. Thanks. What? I assume what he's saying is, so quarantine has been tough. He really is in love with this girl, who doesn't feel the same way, and she's been ignoring him for a couple of days, but for some reason he thinks she stalks his profile. I think there's a little bit of an obsession going on for somebody that this individual doesn't know well enough to be this obsessed with. Top comment, move on, dude. And then someone else, hey, move on and don't be weird about it. Yeah, you're being weird. Quarantine must be driving people insane. Alright, so let's go to the top posts of, not now, of today. Uh-oh. This one's tough. Incel alert. My wife, 32 male, 29 female, is saying no sex for 10 months due to coronavirus. We've been together total 7 years, married for 4. Normally our sex life is pretty good, maybe once or twice a week, and she seems like she's usually into it. Are you sure? No, I'm kidding. Could be better, but also definitely could be worse. So I don't complain. With the coronavirus spreading around, my wife has been more and more drawn into following the news closely. She has a lot of friends and family in healthcare, so that had initially sparked her interests. Consequently, in our own household, she has begun setting more and more restrictions. It started with the requirement to immediately wash hands and face in the nearest bathroom sink upon entering the house. Then, since 1 week ago, no leaving the house at all except for work. Not even for food or essentials. She insists on ordering delivery for all meals and supplies from this point on. She does track our bills to make sure I'm not sneaking a trip to the restaurant while to and from work. And then, finally a few days ago, a mandate that we must stay 6 feet apart from each other at all times, even at home. Except for 2 hours after dinner, we can cuddle on the couch and do sex stuff. So far, I've taken all of this in stride, because she does have a point. Coronavirus is a big problem and could kill a large amount of the world population. Sometimes it feels like she is getting a bit dictatorial, but things have been tolerable. Yesterday she sat me down, and told me we are to have no sexual contact until January of 2021. Okay, bitch alert. That we need to take CDC recommendations of social distancing very seriously. And this includes sex, which can obviously transmit droplets all over the place. That when things die down at the end of the year, then we can start kissing and having sex and blowjobs and all that other stuff again. I know you're strong and can handle it. I can send you links to a lot of good porn and masturbation material to keep you active in the meantime. This was finally the breaking point. Straw that broke the camel's back. I've accepted being a prisoner in my house for the greater good. I do understand her body, her choice, and would never force her to have sex against her will. But it just really hurts to hear her issuing a unilateral judgment like this without even asking me first. When I said as much, out of nowhere, she suddenly became extremely angry and started shouting, like half crying, half shouting. Oh, like in Marriage Story? That I don't care about the millions dying from the virus. or the healthcare workers taking care of people on the front lines, etc. She said that if I wasn't going to respect good health in the household, then she won't feel safe around me. At this point, I backed off, but I'm still steaming about it. Isn't it reasonable to not have sex with your wife for a year due to coronavirus? If not, how do you bring that up to her in a way that won't make her have a meltdown? Remember, I'm stuck in this house for months with her, and the last thing I need is to destroy our civility in our relationship. I don't know, do I want to read the comments first, or do I want to... I think I want to read the comments first, because I haven't been married before. You know what? No. I think that's unreasonable. I think the CDC would say if you're living with somebody, and I've heard this on the news before, if you're living with somebody, you come into contact with them constantly, you're gonna be exposed to each other's germs no matter what. There's nothing they can do to prevent you from being together. It's anybody outside of that circle that is a problem. But if you're already living together, anybody living in that household is a carrier of that virus now. If one person has it, they're all gonna be a carrier. And none of them should go outside. And if you just quarantine within that place together, you're fine. I'm not a doctor, but I pay attention to what the news tells us. Okay, the top comment. The thing is, if either of you gets it, you can social distance in your house all you want. You're still in the same house, and unless you both lock each other in your rooms all year long, you'd both get it eventually. There's no guarantee a vaccine is coming in January either. Yes, this virus is a scary one, and it should be taken seriously. No, there is no need to cut off sex for the year. It won't make a difference. Just continue practicing the recommended safety precautions when they say social distancing is more so about going out in public. Also, I highly suggest, another comment, same person. Also, I highly suggest having her check out r/COVID-19 positive. It helps to read over what people are saying there from all over the world about their experience and eases anxiety about the situation. Alright, I'm gonna join that group. I'm just finding out marijuana actually slows your immune system. So if you're a pot smoker, don't. It weakens your immune system. So yeah, I think what she's demanding of you is unreasonable, and you should have a talk with her. Show her the actual facts about social distancing, and look up social distancing family, or do I need to social distance myself from people I live with, and show her the facts and articles about that. That's all you gotta do. Give her the facts and be like, you're being paranoid. We live together. We're gonna get it from each other either way. Me and Ashley are sick right now. We both have the same symptoms. So, it's unavoidable. We tried our best. We really did. And it's just so unreasonable. Okay, 17 male. My girlfriend's 19 female. Family took a family picture and wouldn't let me be a part of it. Is this a normal thing that families do? My girlfriend's family was having a party for her sister. She was getting married, and at the after party, I got to meet my girlfriend's extended family. Aunts and uncles, grandparents, and everything. They loved me, really. They were really nice, overtly nice. Asking about my plans for after school, if I had any scholarships or anything. They even let me eat and fix a plate first. So I know they didn't hate me, but there was one moment that confused me. We took a group photo with the whole family. My girlfriend was eager to let me be in the photo. She pulled me into the frame and we took the picture with me in it. But then the photographer went to take another, but her mom wouldn't let them. She told them to wait and asked me if I would step out of the frame. She was polite about it, so I obliged. After the party, I asked her what that was about. She said her mom has this thing where she wants to take an extra photo without boyfriends or significant others. I asked why, and she said something about in case it doesn't work out. They let her sister's new husband in the photo, though. I just wondered, is that something normal families do? Yeah, they let the sister's husband in because he's actually a part of the family now. They got married, dude. You're overthinking this. What is with people today? usually when I read these, they actually have like a like a problem that isn't their fault or isn't stupid. This is just like when I go to celebrations with Ashley's family, they or like Christmas, they take they take a picture as a family, and then we all take pictures as couples, and then all the couples together, you take all different types of pictures. So like, you're overthinking this. You're 17. You're kids. Yeah, just in case it doesn't work out. You're really young. How long have you been dating? Oh, it doesn't say. Like, they liked you, so you don't have anything to worry about. You're overthinking this, really. Relax. You guys are young and unmarried. It's perfectly normal, one of the top comments. That's very, very normal, especially at 17, 19 years old. Very few people marry who they dated as a teenager. Comparing yourself to someone's new husband is not equal at all. They didn't do anything wrong or abnormal whatsoever. And then somebody comments on that comment, being a teenager. Great, awkward, and horrible times. Yeah, definitely. I hated it. Being an adult sucks too, but being a teenager, you have like no power. And you have to it just sucks. Should we do one more? Girlfriend, 20 female, is mad at me, 25 male, for cheating on her in her dream last night. She doesn't want to talk to me. She asked me to leave her alone. I attempted to discuss it anyway, as I'd like her to not feel some type of way. Doesn't go through, and she goes to work. Later I get a text, do you not care? Do I need to be worried? What? What am I supposed to do? It's a dream. I don't know what you should do. I think you should reevaluate the relationship is what you should do. If she's mad at you for something that dream you did in her dream, she's literally mad at you for her subconscious insecurities. So you got to think about whether or not you want to deal with that for the rest of your life. And if not, maybe this is the time to quarantine yourself from this relationship. What do people say? I think you should consider very carefully whether your maturity levels match. This doesn't even qualify for high school level immaturity. Yikes OP. Yeah, 20 female, 25 male. That's not good. From what OP said, we don't know if she's annoyed at him for the dream or if she's more annoyed that he didn't give her space when she was clearly upset and specifically asked him for space. She asked me to leave her alone. I attempted to discuss it anyway. If your partner asks for space, you give it to them. That's basic good relationship protocol. And then she goes, OP's GF. What? Okay, yeah, so you could have given her space, but hindsight is 2020. You know, you like that makes sense. You didn't want her to feel a certain way about you. You wanted to make things better, but you ended up making things worse. So just apologize for the thing that you messed up on and then give her space. But also, don't say this yet, but be like, that was a dream. I didn't do it. I didn't do that. I wouldn't do that to you. That was just a nightmare. And just be comforting. Don't be like, oh, like, what are you talking about? Like, don't be condescending. Just say like, hey, it's just a nightmare. I'm right here. I won't do that to you. And make a promise, whatever you gotta do to make her feel better. Anyways, I am going to cut this episode there. I want to thank you so much for listening. As always, stay safe, stay sanitized, and don't get that coronavirus. I'll keep you guys updated on my condition. Alright, this has been the Short News Podcast. Tune in to the short news, now available on Byte and TikTok under Walkenflugel. Alright, guys. Have a great day. Peace.
It's really that time of year, and your team might finally do it. Or if you're a Rams fan, you might just want to book the trip now. This year, Super Bowl 56 is in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, February 13th. You can scour resellers to buy an overpriced ticket closer to the day, or you can lock in the Super Bowl experience of a lifetime now with our friends at On Location. True 50-yard line seats, only available with On Location. An invite to celebrate on the field with the champs. On Location. Yes, you want to craft a perfect confetti angel like I did? Go to the game with On Location. And it's not just about gameplay. From dinner with NFL legend Marcus Allen to pre-game parties featuring acoustic sets from Wyclef, the official hospitality partner of the NFL is offering the most exclusive ticket packages available. Want to know how? Visit onlocationexp.com/SP56 or search Super Bowl On Location. That's right. Search Super Bowl On Location. Make the trip of a lifetime. It's your shot. Take it.